What is going on, Misfit Nation? Welcome back to a very late video of me doing this recording thing here of releases. I was going to do this last night, but it was really late when I wanted to do it. So, yeah, so yesterday, massive releases for WWE cuts. Some very surprising names. We'll go through the list here. I'll go through the list here first and talk about some of the ones I'm more surprised about than others. We got Kairi Sane, Aleister Black, Selena Vega, Uncle Howdy, Nikki Cross, Dexter Lumis, Eric Rowan, Joe Gacy, Santos Escobar, the Motor City Machine Guns, Apollo Crews, Andre Chase, Zoe Stark, Alba Fire, Tyra May Steele, Serena Litton, Tyson, Tariq, Chris Island, Malik Blade, Trill London, Luca Cristino, I'm sorry if I butchered that name, and apparently Dante Chin was on that list too. The NXT one's not so surprising about. They were going to come at some point. If there was a name on the NXT list I'm kind of surprised about, which would be Andre Chase. Well, actually, I'll take that back. Tyra May Steele, because a few weeks ago, I don't know if you guys remember, she put out a tweet having a dream that she had gotten fired, causing people to go, yeah, she's not fired or anything like that. By, I guess it was Sean Rossap. Shout out to Sean, good friend of the channel, at the podcast. Shout out to him, he does amazing work here. By the way, don't get on Sean's case about the whole thing with the releases. He has a job to do. It's not his job to wait on withholding information. Kind of illegal to do when you're in that line of work. So whatever. You guys have had plenty of time to make posts and everything about your releases. And Sean has, I guess, a time frame to when he's supposed to do these, I guess. Anyways, but yeah, that's kind of stuff here. The Wyatt 6, little surprised by this a little bit. Not really though. Given the amount of I don't know, they're not really done much here in line of, you know, doing matches and stuff like that. It kind of makes sense now why they lost the way they did last week on SmackDown. Created, I said this on social media yesterday, I don't give a fuck if, I don't really care if the Wyatt fans and the Karrion Kross fans come at me or not. They were doing well. Everything from their debut to the stuff they were doing with Chad Gable and the American Alpha, or American Made, was great shit. And they immediately put them in a feud with a dead faction called the Final Testament. And ever since then, it's been downhill from the Wyatt 6. Sure, they won the tag team titles, but they didn't really do anything with them. They kind of killed the division. But that's all on Triple H and the WWE. So, there. This is me personally. If I'm I put this out earlier today. I think if I'm Bo Dallas, I'm finding some way to get the rights to some of these characters. That way they can still be a group, go off to like TNA or something, and have, because if we're going to be honest here, it does not feel like WWE or TK gives a single fuck about Wyndham Rotunda and his legacy. Because let's be real, whenever he goes into the Hall of Fame, if he ever goes into the Hall of Fame, it's going to be the same way that Bad News Brown and Sid were. So I just hate to break that to you guys. There's Motor City Machine Guns, one of the greatest tag teams of all time. Very surprised, kind of surprised about this, but not really. I love Motor City Machine Guns. I love Axel. I love Chris Sabin. They pushed them way too soon. I get it. They're trying to get the titles off the bloodline just so they can finish that whole fucking storyline. And then they brought it back yesterday. It's neither here or there. I hate what they did there. But I do want to point out that Chris Sabin, Alex Shelley are going to be fine. I don't know if they want to continue wrestling. We'll see. We'll see I hear people saying, "Oh, they should go to AEW." I'm like, guys, when they were afraid, Tony Khan never brought them, picked them up anyways. They were afraid from 2021 to 2024 or whenever they signed. Was it 24? I think it was 24. I think it was, no. You know it was 24. They didn't bother to sign them, so why even bother? You know what I'm saying? But the names, Selena Vega doesn't really surprise me very much. It's not like they were doing not so much of anything with her, regardless that they put her with her husband. You know, yeah. The two names though do surprise me on this list. One of them absolutely mind-boggling, but I'll get to her last. Is Aleister Black. Today is the 1 year anniversary of him coming back to the company. 1 year later, he's no longer with the company. If the rumors are to be believed, he was set to be in part of a major storyline involving him, Randy Orton, and Cody Rhodes being the devil in the ear of Randy Orton, which TKO decided, yeah, let's go with Pat McAfee and Jelly Roll. And we saw how that played out. So TKO screwed over Aleister Black out of a major WrestleMania angle because they got fucking greedy. Them greedy bitches. The one that kind of hurts me, the one that kind of not even disappoints me, it pisses me off. Kairi Sane, the woman currently before the releases was in part of a storyline that a lot of people were invested in. The storyline being her being abused for 6 to 9 months, almost 6 months, with Asuka. Where everyone was, including me, was excited for an EO Asuka match at WrestleMania to have the moment where Kairi finally stood up to Asuka. It was, and I tried to, my analogy was this: basically, she was the Sami Zayn to Asuka's Roman Reigns, while EO was the Kevin Owens of the storyline. We're never get that. We might get that payoff still. I don't know. I did also put out of all the list of names that were released, the one I can absolutely see coming back before their 90 days up is Kairi Sane. But you guys have to do the same thing y'all did with R-Truth. You've got to let me known during. I hate to be that person, but if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it during the show. Do we want Kairi chance on Raw or something? You gotta work for it. But if she doesn't come back, Marigold is her destination. I don't see her going to AEW. Why would she go to a company where the boss openly paraded on social media about Rossi Ogawa getting fired? So there's that. So there is that. Other news, kind of in the Joshi realm, I want to point this out here. I know we might do a live reaction tonight to All-Star Grand Queen. I'll let you guys know if we're going to do something like that. But Utami Hayashishita announced her departure from Marigold. I know it's not in this thing here, but it is news. It is news here. Actually, I do have it here. Hold on a second. I do have it here. Marigold news. There it is. Yeah, announced her departure from the company. May 26th is going to be her last day. So we'll see where she goes there. She might go back to Stardom. I don't know. They claim that she doesn't like going overseas. I've heard differently, so we'll see. But yeah, the WWE departures is fucking sickening. Do better, WWE. Do better, TKO. Stop being fucking greedy. Stop getting your hands dirty in WWE stuff. Worry about your own shit. So, yeah. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. I've been Matt the Misfit. This has been the Misfit Wrestling Podcast. I will see you guys hopefully tonight on the Joshi Cyber Squad for All-Star Grand Queen. If we're gonna do something, I'll let you guys know, and we'll probably talk about what's next for Kairi Sane and almost said EO, Kairi and Utami later tonight. Big night for the show. So yeah. It's the end of the career of Saki Kashima. There's a good chance that Tam Nakano might be coming back. We might be, hopefully not, supposed to be the end of Cosmic Angels. We'll see. But yeah, join us if we're going to do that. I'll let you guys know. Until then, I'm out. Peace.